this up to an adult height. Very nice, Rich. It's great to be here. I've not been to London for a long time. I took my wife and my daughter here so we could tape this show, and we had a lovely day here today. My daughter bought some clothes at the Gap, and then we went over to the Warner Brothers store and the Disney store, and I took my wife to Starbucks. We had a Kentucky Fried Chicken, and after the show, we're meeting at Burger King. And it's so nice to come here and see how you people live. It's a treat for me. It's a real thrill, I must say. You know, I'm very proud to be an American. I'm a Jewish New Yorker, so but you know, at the same time, as proud as I am of my people, I'm embarrassed that it's your fault, too, that you let this crap come over here. I don't know whose fault it is, but the fact that the American tourists want it, you want it, but what really pissed me off, so today, I take my little girl to Charing Cross Road to look at some of the old books and some of the bookstores, and, right in the front window of one of the bookstores, there's American books, and not just American books, but bullshit American books. The Men Are From Mars, Women Are From Venus. There's another one, 8 Ways to Keep Your Marriage Together. And I don't know how important this is here, but in the United States, it seems like it's always women buying these books because you're looking for better ways to fix up your marriage. And I'll tell you right now, ladies, there's no way to fix it. You're not going to change, guys. Do you understand what I'm saying? Guys are not sensitive. Guys are not sharing their feelings. Stop buying these books to try to figure everything out. You want a sensitive man, a guy that cares about his feelings, a guy that's going to cry at Titanic, a guy that likes to take you shopping? Marry a gay guy, okay? I don't know what you're looking for, Men don't share their... I don't have that many feelings. Either I'm horny or I'm hungry. Those are my feelings. And that's what I tell my wife. I say, look at me, honey. If I don't have a heart on, make me a sandwich. You figured it out. Now put down the book before you hurt yourself. Anyway, the point I was making, this other book, it's called 8 Ways to Keep Your Marriage Together. It's like, it's like 20 pounds to buy this book. And the 8 Ways to Keep Your Marriage Together, I'll tell you right now, blow your husband and shut the fuck up. That's it right there. And then you get women looking at me like I'm the Antichrist. But ladies, it's so funny, too, because you come here, and I know you can't see it, but I look in the front row, and you see couples holding hands, and boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, girl. Boy, boy, hi. Hercules, hello, Hercules. I don't have any gay jokes. I don't care that you're gay. Get a shot of them, just for the, make sure. Come on, get a shot. Don't touch her now. It's too late. Get a shot of Siegfried and Roy over here. These two guys right here, this is going to be all over England. So when everybody walks down the street, this is going to be on all over the place. People are going to see you. You're going to be famous. Those are the two homos from Channel 5. Look. But you know what? They told me to be very careful. I know that you guys, and it's not meant as a put down, but you come to London and you're a little uptight sometimes about the sexual or racial material. And the last time I was here, I did some gay jokes and people got their panties in a bunch over this. Let me explain something before I go on. And if they laugh, there'll be more homo jokes. If they don't, there'll still be more and they'll sweeten this up. Okay, here's my point. I'm married, okay? I have no problem with gay people. When I started doing stand-up comedy, even though I'm from New York, I started in San Francisco about 23 years ago. I was about 21, 22 years old. And since then, I've gotten married. I think when you're married, you start understanding the gay lifestyle a little bit better. Men are no longer happy, okay? They were happy in the cavemen days, before sexual harassment suits and paternity suits and community property and marriage counselors and size matters and premature ejaculation and Dr. Ruth and Cosmo magazine and why men suck and on and on and on. Men are no longer happy. They're happy. That's why they're gay. They're with their friends and they still get head. How great is that? And when you think about it, what do you really want, fellas? And to get a blowjob and be with your buddies after. You have somebody to talk to, and if you don't want to talk, he's a guy, he understands. That's one thing that crosses all racial and ethnic barriers. English, American, white, straight, black. You're gay, you're a man. Men don't want to talk after sex. Am I right, Cupcake? Yes! Relax. Because talking after sex is not a man's strong suit. I don't really like to talk after sex. As a matter of fact, married 13 years, I don't really like to talk that much to my wife. She doesn't get it. We flew here the other morning. We get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to get the plane to come to London from Los Angeles. I'm having coffee. It's like 5:36 in the morning. And I'm reading the paper. My wife goes, "You never talk to me in the morning." I go, "What do you want to talk? I just got up. Nothing happened since I went to bed." What the fuck? What do you want to talk about? I went to bed, now I'm up. What do you want to discuss? When I peed at 3? What? There's nothing's going on. Women like to do that. They like to talk after sex, and they need to be held. I can walk through my house, and every guy in this room can identify with this. You ever walk through your house, and your wife goes, "Well, hold me." What? Are you falling? What do we need to hold? I just saw you over there. Did you just take a trip to some astral plane, some Twilight Zone, now you're back? Get off of me. talking after sex. I don't want to talk after sex. My wife's always busting my balls. You never talk to me after sex. I know, I talk to you before sex. That's why I talk to you at all, is to get sex. My plan worked. Why should I keep talking to you? Do runners keep running once they cross the finish line? No. I'll talk to you tomorrow when I'm horny again. Now get off of me. After sex, I don't want to talk. I want to go to sleep or eat or watch TV or take a leak, and I can't do anything. She's holding on. She's wrapped around me. I'm like a mental patient on a ride. Get off of me. Ride's over. Disembark. Get off. How mean? Never talk to me. You know, it's like foreplay. That's another thing that was invented by women. The cavemen never had foreplay. You know, I'm horny all the time. I want to have sex. But, you know, it involves talking to my wife about her day. It involves foreplay. This could take forever. Men don't live as long as women. Women don't seem to understand that. You don't get it at all. You're always bitching about how you have to shave your legs and have babies and change your name and we get paid more. Well, we die before you and you get our stuff. You won. Shut the fuck up already. Of course, they never bring up that, do they, boys? No. The cavemen never had foreplay. The cavemen did what came natural. They hit him over the head, they dragged him in the cave, and that was that. All right? Then they went out with their friends, they high-fived, they sniffed their fingers, and they looked for dinosaurs. You know what's romantic to me? I saw it the other night on HBO in the States. You ever see The Hand That Rocks the Cradle? You ever see that movie? What's her name? Rebecca De Mornay. Rebecca De Mornay plays this hot piece of ass babysitter. And it was a great movie. I'm watching it with my wife. The movie's over about midnight. I'm going to bed. My wife goes, you know, why do you watch disturbing movies like this late at night? I go, why was it disturbing? Did you watch the movie? She took care of the kids. She wanted to fuck the husband and kill the wife. That's everything I'm looking for. You can't find help like that for $4 an hour. That's terrific. All right. But you know, the point that I was trying to make is women's magazines are basically more responsible for problems in this country. You know, Playboy magazine, which is another great thing we've given you. Playboy now comes in a brown wrapper in the States. It's considered pornography by a lot of people. A lot of women also think it's sexist. Real women don't look like that. I know, honey. That's why I'm looking at that. If you even resembled the women in this magazine, I wouldn't have to buy that fucking magazine. But on the other hand, Playboy magazine also has articles, and people titter and laugh when I say, oh, yeah, you read it for the articles. I do. There's interviews with celebrities. They talk about cigars and how to make a martini and how to barbecue. They talk about all kinds of stuff, football picks and how to dress and how to look cool. It's a very good magazine. Cosmo magazine, on the other hand, every month will have an article about why men suck. Why he sucks in bed, how size matters, how to fake an orgasm, how to get a divorce, how to find a lawyer, on and on and on. And again, there's all these terms that we don't need. Premature ejaculation. That was never around when my father was young. It's another term that women made up to bust our jobs. Premature ejaculation. My wife told me I had that problem. I go, what problem? I come in a minute. I beat you. I won. It's a guy that crosses the finish line first wins, okay? That's why it takes women forever to have an orgasm. You guys, you got to stop waiting for them, okay? They're never going to get better unless you give them a level of excellence to shoot for. You understand? But you see what I'm saying? I come in a minute. Why? You know, I don't understand. I don't understand guys that get upset if you find out your wife might be faking an orgasm. I wouldn't. See, now I know my wife doesn't fake them because she makes me does it till she has one. You know, I have one in a minute. If my wife went, oh, I came. All right, I believe you. What kind of asshole's going to question this? She said she came, you came, everybody came, everybody's happy? Let's get the TV back on. But again, that's why I don't make fun of homosexuals, because you guys, you're great. The word homo you can't even use anymore. There's a lot of words you can't use anymore. Because I was talking to one of the producers before, a fire truck went by, and for some reason we're talking about firemen. And they go, fireman? I haven't heard that word in the States in years, because it's not right to say fireman. It's now firefighter, because a lot of women have taken it upon themselves to also do this job. And I'm not saying that women shouldn't do a guy's job and vice versa. If you want to do high tea or run a furniture showroom, by all means go ahead. But I'm saying that there are certain places that guys need to get away from you. Guys used to play golf. That was a big game in the States. Now women are playing golf. You think guys want to sit around all day hitting a fucking ball in a hole? You think that was fun? It was a man's way to get out of the house. Guys go ice fishing. How much do you have to hate your wife to get up at 5 o'clock in the morning in the middle of winter in 30 below zero weather to fish in a fucking hole in the ice? These are men with severely dysfunctional home lives. Now we got female astronauts. That's wrong. The last chance that a guy had to get away from his wife was to leave the Earth's atmosphere. And now we got women bugging us all the way to Mars. You're not going the right way. You're going too fast. I don't know why you're calling NASA. Ask for directions. We're going to get lost. Female firefighters. It's just not right. Female firefighters. How the hell did they get ready in time? It's wrong. You know these guys are in the truck. What, is she still in the bathroom? We have to go. I don't know. She can't find a hat to match the axe. You go talk to her. What are you going to tell me, ladies? That's another stereotype? I don't think so. You show me one woman here tonight. One woman that was ready in under half an hour. Raise your hand. Yeah, well, look at you. You're sorry. You throw that thing on and you're at the door. Sexual harassment is another overused term. Women, I'm not saying sexual harassment doesn't happen, but I think the term sexual harassment, again, started in the United States years ago when that idiot Paulie Jones went to President Clinton's hotel room. You're familiar with that. And he took out his dick and he made some obscene comments. I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying it's wrong. I'm saying that if a woman came to my hotel room, I'd try to nail her. That's what we do. We're guys, you understand? Ladies, if you're going to go to a guy's hotel room, don't say you're not asking for it, because you are. You are asking for it. You know, look at her sitting here with the shirt open with the breasts hanging out. Look at you. And I get a hard on and I tell you I want to nail you, I'm sexually harassing you, you started it. And your nipples are hard, the air conditioning's coming down. Why did I start it? She's sitting there with her tits hanging out. She started it. You understand, baby? That if you rub the lamp, the genie is coming out. We can't even flirt with women anymore. Flirting is sexual harassment. Gay people got some other problem. Everybody's got a problem. It's unbelievable to me. Premature ejaculation, the whole thing. Now, size matters too. Does size matter, ladies? That's all right. I'm just asking. Relax. Okay, I agree with you. I hate a big pussy. Some guys don't care. No, I'm saying, look, some guys don't. I like a small, tight vagina. It makes my penis feel big when it rubs and smoke comes out like the fire. I like that. We're all different. You understand what I'm saying? Some guys don't care about a big pussy. Ricola! We're all different. Okay. Hey, did I mention I'm available for kids' parties? Watch the blondes try to follow me. It's like talking to a chicken. And don't get me wrong, I nailed a lot of blondes before I got married. All you need is a shiny object to distract them for a second. Something about blondes that I just... Matter of fact, it's very funny because my wife read me an article in Cosmo magazine to show you how detrimental this magazine can be, and all women's magazines can be. My wife read me a couple of articles. One of them said, you should talk to your spouse about your sexual fantasies. And I said, why? You're not in any of them. Which, by the way, man's #1 fantasy, according to this article, is a menage a trois, 2 chicks at one time. Sounds good on paper, looks good in porno. Do you guys really want to have 2 women in bed? You know what that is? It's 2 women you have to talk to after. She read me that article. She says, so is that something you want? And I go, well, I think I fantasized about it like every guy. Well, I won't do it. I know you won't do it. That's why I never brought it up. She says to me, but it's healthier to discuss your fantasies and just talk about them. I go, yeah, but this involves another woman, and I know who you get. She goes, well, am I part of the fantasy? I go, yes. It's a menage a trois. It's you, me, and another woman. My wife goes, so who's the other woman? I go, it's you, me, and your friend Megan. Megan, I knew you wanted to fuck Megan. I knew you wanted to. So I said, okay, but you're part of it. My wife goes, what happens? I go, well, I'm in bed nailing your friend Megan. Then when we're done, you come in and you make us something to eat. Honey, wait, we're not done. Honey, wait, oh, more. There's more. Another article said that if you dye your hair blonde or a different color, my wife knows how much I like blondes, says if you wear a wig to bed, it will add mystery to your relationship. I said, you want mystery? How about if I go out and I fuck other women and you try to guess who they are? I'm trying to work with you, honey. It's very hard. I'm trying to meet you halfway. Who's married? You're married? Very nice. Where's your wife? Which one? Which one's your wife? That one's your wife right here? Okay. And how long have you been married for? He has to look at her. He doesn't even know. This is what happened. Okay. This is great. Thank you. Because, you know, she's laughing now, pal, but you know what? You're not getting laid later. And that makes me feel good. That is my purpose of my show here tonight. That if I can make 90% of you people laugh and maybe break up one couple, I feel that I've accomplished something on this stage. That if one couple walks out of this room half as miserable as me and my wife, I know I've done some good for mankind. Doesn't remember how long he's been married. That's what happens. You know, guys stay married for a while and you just kind of forget how long it's been. That's why they say that married men live longer. It just seems longer. So you guys, 4 years you've been married. Is that what you said? 2. Well, it seems like 4, doesn't it? Yeah. No, you're madly in love. Yeah, look at you. So funny, too, to see people in love. And then they walk down the street holding hands. You know, it makes it tough, too. Because when you see a young couple in love and they're holding hands, my wife always busts my chop. See, he loves her. He holds her hand. You never hold my hand. What do I need to hold your hand for? I'm walking down the street. How insecure are you that I need to hold your hand? I'm busy. I'm from New York. I talk with my hands. I'm looking for taxis. I'm picking my nose. I'm giving people the finger. I'm constantly buying you shit. I'm not a fucking octopus. I got 2 hands. I need them. Why do you hold my cock? You never hold my cock when we walk down the street. No, serious. To me, that's romantic. The sun's going down and your hand is in my pants tickling my balls. Why is that not romantic? Why do women get to decide what's romantic? You're not romantic. Is he romantic? Oh, he is. After 2 years of marriage? Yeah, tell me about Loverboy. What does he do? Romeo and Juliet. What does he do that makes him so romantic? I want to know. I want to be romantic. What does he do? He what? He cooks you dinner every night. Let me tell you why, you delusional broad. He cooks you dinner every night. There's one of 3 reasons that Loverboy here cooked you dinner. Number 1, he doesn't want to eat that fucking slop that you call food. That's number 1. Number 2, he's too goddamn cheap to take you out to the lovely restaurants in London. Or number 3, he's gay. So what does he do that makes him so romantic? I want to know. Does he buy you flowers? He married you twice. That's like reheating shitty food. What, are you out of your mind? It didn't work out the first time for a reason, you dumb fuck. And sir, you know, I mean that in the nicest way. She goes, he married me twice. And one minute goes, oh, he married you twice. Isn't that great? And does he buy you flowers? And yeah, and you can do it. Yes. And is that romantic to you? You know why he buys you flowers? Because he did something wrong. Don't you understand that when a man sees another man in a florist shop and it's not Valentine's Day, you can pretty much strike up a conversation by going, hey, pal, psst, what are you in for? I'm trying to help you. You want to be like an ostrich with your head in a hole? Fine. I'm trying to help you here, baby. You ever take little bubble baths together? It's me, Uncle Bobby. Come on, talk to me. You ever take a little bath together? Is that romantic? It is, isn't it? No, it's not! Stupid. My wife said, what, do you want to take a bath? No! I don't like taking a bath. I can barely get my own fat ass in the tub without my feet halfway up the wall. Now your fat ass is in the tub too? And I always get the side with the faucet in my back. It's like taking a shower together. You know why women like it? Because you wind up under the hot water. We're standing there like an idiot with a shriveled up dick and soap in our face. Honey, this is so romantic. I got no penis. I got shampoo in my eyes. Let me know when there's no more hot water. It'll be my turn. I'm naked. My dick looks like a stack of buttons. This is so romantic. Maybe after this we can rent the English Patient. Then we'll get married again, invite your parents over, and get circumcised one more time. It'll be a dream fucking weekend. Congratulations to you both. This woman is so out of it. But I'm glad that he loves you and you love him, but I just see a big lie that you're living. You still jerk off a lot? Or wank off? Or no. No. Yeah. A married guy that doesn't jerk off. Right. Right. And the 2 gay guys probably hate the new Bette Midler show and don't listen to Barbra Streisand. Is that correct? Right. Right. And the Chinese woman's a race car driver and that blonde's a fucking rocket scientist. And there's the happy lesbian and the big tipping Jew while everybody came on the same night. What a surprise. It's a shock you all made it here tonight. This is wonderful. This might not ever happen again. It's like Haley's Comet. All right, let's try this one more time. You know, I can't help you unless you're willing to help yourself. All right, now you jerk off, and you know you jerk off, and I know you jerk off. And your wife, and again, I feel bad leaving everybody in the back out of this. You know, the people at home will watch this eventually can see the reaction of this wife. This woman is shocked to find out that her husband beats off. He does. You're not there for him all the time. He's horny a lot. You can't be there for him enough. It's not possible. You wouldn't be able to walk. This guy's a guy. My wife doesn't get it. Well, I don't know why you have to jerk off. Because I'm always horny, and you're not there. Well, I never know when you're horny. What do you mean you don't know? You know when we're lying in bed and my dick is banging on your spinal cord? Who do you think that is? It's me, Showtime. God, it's amazing to me. It really is. How out of it people are. You know, it's funny too, my friend, because if you don't masturbate, you know, they found that the people who don't masturbate are the ones that have the most problems. They used to think that masturbation was not only a sin, but you could go blind, you grow hair on your palm, all these Victorian ideas that people have. You've heard all this stuff before. Now they found out it's a really healthy outlet. I mean, I don't know how many times you guys ever wake up with a hangover and you jerk off and you can breathe better and sleep and you feel relaxed and muscle pains go away. And it's great. Look at the guys that don't jerk off. They're some of the sickest people in the world. In my country, half the priests in America are child molesters because they don't play with themselves. You know what? Forget about people. Go back to dinosaur days. Who's the maddest dinosaur of all time? T-Rex. Couldn't reach his dick. How mad was that? You saw Jurassic Park. It doesn't take a historian to figure this out. You saw The Lost World. All the dinosaurs got along fine, except for that Velociraptor and the T-Rex. The Triceratops, the Brontosaurus, they walk around, they eat the trees, but the little fuckers with hands, they're so frustrated, can't pick their nose, can almost touch their cock, and they're eating everybody. Look at Barney the dinosaur. Long arms, happy fucking dinosaur. He's okay around the kids. He's fun for the whole family. Come on in, it's Barney. A lot of beautiful women in this town, I must say. Not you, but a lot of beautiful women. Very pretty. I'm kidding you, of course. A lot of pretty women. It's hard to walk around a town with your wife and not look at pretty women. It's impossible. My wife's always like, you have to look at women, but you know, don't you get ladies that we can't really not look at them? I don't sit there salivating, you know, but in my head I am. But you know, you look, and a lot of times I don't even see the women till my wife. She'll go, ow, oh yeah. Great ass. Thank you. She'll hit me thinking that I saw the pussy already, but she just puts me on the pussy alert, which is great. It's terrific. It hurts me when you look at women. It hurts you. I can't fuck them. You know how much it hurts me? You don't know the pain that I'm in. You know? But all guys always have to go through and jump through hoops before we get anything. We got to be nice, number one. You ever notice that, fellas? When you're nice to me, I'll blow you. When you're nice to me, I'll rub your back and make you dinner. But what women don't get is that's not us you're blowing. It's a guy we're pretending to be to get you to blow us. I like you when you act nice. We're trying to get something from you. Do you understand that if we're not nice, we don't get laid? See, women, you use it as a tool, as a device. You might not think you do, but you do. My wife's mad at me, I'll never get any. That just shows you how big I am. If I'm mad at my wife, I'll still fuck her. Because I see what's important. I see beyond the argument to the pussy. I see the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. I can see what's important. You understand? Women, if they're mad at you, won't have sex with you. That's why James Bond was every guy's hero. He was fucking women that were coming over to kill him. That's a man! And what they do in the States now is they monitor TV shows to make sure that any ethnic or sexual character is not in any way too stereotypical. You can't have a gay guy swishing and lisping. The same way that on The Sopranos, the Italians get very mad when they're too mafia-like, you know? You can't have certain things. We used to have a character called the Frito Bandito, which was a Mexican guy with the bullets across his chest, and he talked like this. You can't have that on TV anymore. People are very upset about stereotypes, and gay guys don't like it because they'll tell you, we don't all walk around swishing and lisping and doing this. I understand that, but nobody else walks around doing this except for gay guys. I mean, if you look at any other stereotype, people say Jews are cheap. I'm not cheap. But a lot of Jews are cheap, but a lot of you pricks are cheap. And you say blondes are stupid? That might be true, but a lot of people are stupid. Married guys don't get head? No guy gets enough head. Not talking to you. But nobody does like this, except for homosexuals. Which is why, if you ever get on an airplane and there's a male flight attendant, don't tell me he's not gay. You gotta be gay just to make those moves. The exits. That's a gay job. Even if a guy's not gay when he starts out, a few weeks of this, he's gonna go gay eventually. I don't like people. I don't like people at all. I don't care what color they are. I'm a Jew. I think women, especially Jewish women from New York, are probably the major cause of homosexuality in this world today. If I had to come home every night and listen to, how are you? How was your day? Take a sweater. It's gonna be cold outside. I'd be sucking into the guy's dick in a second, okay? All I'm saying is to the white people, you know, it's okay to make jokes about other races, but at the same time, you got to look at what minorities have given this world. You know, where I'm from, as you know, because you're more familiar with the States than they are with England, what's incredible is that there's so much white trash in there. You hear about the Nazis, skinheads, and all these people. And these people don't seem to understand what minorities have done for the world, which is, okay, Jews have done more for medicine and science than any race of people. Black people, like I said, you've given us music. If it wasn't for you, there'd be no rock and roll, you know? There'd be no Rolling Stones, there'd be no Beatles, there'd be no Elvis. They've all said it. Howlin' Wolf, Robert Johnson, Muddy Waters, Jamaican music, African music. I don't need to go on. You know, if it was just up to white people, there'd be country music, and Billy Ray Cyrus, and Barbra Streisand, and Michael Bolton. It's okay. What are you, Chinese? Yeah. What's your name? And what? Wang? Ching? Chang? Wang! I got it. Okay. Chinese dinner tonight in Chinatown. God, those Chinese. Good people. Good sense of humor. Full of mirth, those Chinese. Never stop with the jokes. You speak Chinese, Ann? You do speak Chinese? That's an amazing language. What does that mean? That's got to mean something. You do that for a couple of minutes. Chinese has to come out eventually. That's what I like about Chinese, too. I talk fast. At least I end sentences when I speak. You ever Chinese? It's like you guys just go until there's no more air in your body. Take a breath. Have a spring roll. Let your friends say something. What a lot of people don't realize, that even though I'm from the States and you guys are from England, we have pretty much the same language, you know? We took your language, we butchered it a little, we shortened a few things up, we got it a line instead of a Q, we took in a few letters, you know, we did what we had to do. But basically, it's the same language, where at the same time, somebody's got a Cockney accent, somebody's from another part of England. You know, you basically can understand each other. You're down south in California, down south in Mississippi, or you live in New York. Eventually, but Chinese, you guys have a totally different language. If, like, somebody speaks Cantonese and somebody else speaks, like, Mandarin, you don't understand what they're saying, right? What do you speak? Cantonese and Mandarin. See, I was just speaking Szechuan to you. Because I am very proficient in the Szechuan dialect. But what was funny, this is what I love. If you go to a Chinese restaurant, even when Chinese waiters don't understand English, they kind of fuck with you, and they just agree with everything you say, you know? And I'm sitting there with my kid, and I said, this chicken, is it spicy? Is it sweet and sour? Oh, yeah, okay, spicy chicken. Oh, okay, my friend, spicy chicken. Wait, it's spicy? Oh, spicy, yeah, yeah. Well, I got my kid with me. I didn't want spicy. Well, you spicy chicken? Yeah, okay, partner. You bet. Okay, my friend. Well, are there crayons in this? Oh, everything. Crayon, vegetable. You bet. Okay, my friend. Crayon, vegetable. You know your head's on fire. Yeah, everything. Head on fire. Okay. Okay, my friend. Head on fire, vegetable. Oh, boy. Is that your wife or your girlfriend, the Chinese lady? That would be your girlfriend? Friend. But you want to be more than friends, don't you? She's very pretty. You want to be more than friends? Don't tell me, tell her. I'm not saying the Chinese and Japanese. I'm not saying that whole stereotypical thing, how you look alike or you sound alike, because you don't. Japanese and Chinese don't sound anything alike, do they? Japanese is a beautiful language, but it always sounds like they're constipated. Where Chinese is the exact opposite. Chinese sounds like you're having something shoved up your ass. Yeah, you like that furniture salesman, didn't you? I wrote that for you. Asian guy, how are you? I won't say anything. I know they don't like the racial humor here. My wife is Asian, though. She's Hawaiian. Well, she's not really Hawaiian, but she's shaped like a fucking pineapple. I like to think of her as Hawaiian. I love the Indian people, and here's what we can learn from you people. And I find audiences that don't understand this. A couple of months ago, I'm shopping in the Santa Monica Mall in Los Angeles with my wife and daughter. Seems like we're always shopping. My daughter says to me, Daddy, how come the ladies have a dot on their head? And I said, I don't really know. But my wife walks into a shoe store, and my daughter and I sit on a bench in the mall, and the two Indian women sit right next to us. And my daughter goes, Daddy, ask them about the dot. So very nicely and very respectfully, because, of course, I'm a role model for the young people today, I said, excuse me, lady, my daughter knows that you're from India. She wants to know what the dot means. Now, you're Indian. Do you know what it means? What does it mean? I'm serious. What does it mean? I've met Indian people that don't even know what the dot is. What does it mean? It means you're married. Thank you. That's what they said. They said to my daughter, it means we're married. My daughter says, well, don't you have a ring? And they said, no, because the diamond ring is something that was started in North America. The diamond ring was a tradition that was started, I guess, a couple hundred years ago. And I guess you're supposed to spend 2 months' salary on a ring. I don't know if that's the case here, but it's certainly the case in America. 2 months' salary in a goddamn ring. But a lot of women are not happy with that. A lot of women need more than that. Some women need also engagement rings and friendship rings. And then there's Christmas and birthdays and anniversaries and Valentine's Day and pearls and diamonds and more crap. How great would it be to learn from the lovely Indian people? You fall in love, go to the drugstore, get a magic marker for 89 cents and propose. Honey, I love you. Here's your friendship dot. There's an engagement dot. There's a wedding dot. Tic-tac-toe. Now fuck me already. And if you give good head, I'll give you a star. Oh, I got to take my wife and daughter around tomorrow. It's very tough. It's great to have my family with me. My little girl is getting a wonderful kick out of your town. She is 12 years old, and my wife is 47 years old. And my daughter's coming of age, and my wife isn't really coming anymore. I shouldn't talk about this on TV, but I will. My daughter started her period last week, and I was home. My wife wasn't home, and I got to witness this. And she was in the bathroom shaving her legs, as young adolescent girls will do. And she starts to scream, and I go in there, and there's hair, and there's blood. It's like a crime scene. And I don't know how to handle it, so I call her mother. Her mother comes home, and my wife says, you know what? She's going through that little time in her life where you got to be extra understanding now. I go, you know what? There hasn't been a moment in her life, or your life, or my life, when I haven't been understanding, or have to been more understanding. You know, women, it's amazing to me. When my daughter was born, and I love my daughter very much, but it hasn't stopped. When she was 2 months old, and if you have a kid, you know this, they say, well, you know, they go through this teething. And everybody says, don't worry, they're very cranky for a couple of months, they'll get over it. As my daughter was going through her teething, my wife hit 30, and she thought her ass was getting big, and she was going to a shrink because her cat died, and she's having a lot of emotional problems. And then all of a sudden, my daughter hits her terrible twos, as children will do. And she's 2 years old, and everybody said, don't worry, she'll get over it. Then my wife is 35, and her grandmother dies, and she's freaking out. Then my wife is 40. You know how women get when they're 40. Now my daughter's going through a period. She's getting breasts. Now my wife's ass is getting bigger. Now she's going through, she's menstruating. She's menopausal. You know, there's a 1 minute in my life when some bitch is not metamorphosizing into something that I can relax. And you're telling me that I'm not the same man you married? I haven't changed since I've been 13 years old. I beat off, I pick my nose, and I watch Batman. You two fucking broads are changing every goddamn day. Yeah, that's my big statement for tonight. You're having a great crowd. Some people take this stuff a little too seriously, but I do want to let you know that when it comes to comedy, that if you can't laugh at yourself, make fun of the two gay guys up front. Thanks for coming out here to the Comedy Show. Thank you very much. Good night.